Hi, everyone. So, we just finished recording for episode 3. I'm headed home. It was, I think 40 degrees this morning. We did 4 miles and we did all negative splits. So that was fun. And we went from about 8:30 down to, or maybe just over 8:10. I can't recall.
You can bring us in this morning.
Okay. Good morning, Joe.
Morning.
Morning, everyone. Welcome back to Simply Tuesday. We done our run. It was a good run.
Yeah, we pushed it.
We did push it.
Randy asked me a question, I start explaining, and then he takes off. So I stop explaining. And we had negative splits, though.
It was giving me some energy.
Yeah, I think I might have hit a trigger or something, because he's like, okay, I'm good.
No, it
really
was
good.
great. It was a good run. And we were pushing into some areas on our conversation.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, good stuff, right? We're trying to figure out who we are, what we're doing, so that we can explain it to the people.
That's absolutely what's happening, is we're trying to figure out our voice, so to speak, for you guys and for our interaction with you. And as we're doing that, we're like, learning about ourselves and like uprooting things, and maybe that, I'll speak for myself, that I was like, well, I wasn't ready to talk about that this morning, So it's good. It's all really good, authentic, exciting stuff.
Yes.
So anyway, today, one of the things, much less deep as a topic I wanted to get on specifically was more of my specific goal. My marathon's coming up on the 6th or 7th of December, which is just
we should find that out.
Yeah.
We should find that out.
So getting to specifics, that's my task for next week, is finding out when my actual marathon is.
I think we'll input it potentially into the video.
There we go.
Some info to share.
So it's going to show up right here or here.
Yeah, or anywhere in here.
So one of the reasons I signed up for the marathon is I haven't done one for about 9-10 years. And so part of me was like, to see if I still had it in me. I'd been using the excuse for a while that my son was growing up. I didn't want to take all that time away to train for a marathon. But really that excuse kind of ran out a while ago. It doesn't really take all the time that I thought it would, certainly when you're running it at 5 a.m. So I decided to go for it. I wanted to do one before the year was up, just to get it in. I felt like I was in decent enough running shape to get moving forward. And so I signed up. So for a while, that was my only goal. Oh.
Just sign up.
Just sign up.
Just talk about it.
Yeah.
That's what I brought up in the last one.
Absolutely. And then it was,
Love it.
I'll probably finish it. So good, goal,
They're increasing.
Yeah, it was getting closer.
The goals are increasing.
And then, I keep talking to Randy. I'm like, man, that's not good enough. Basically, it's not a good enough goal for me. It's like I didn't feel good enough sharing it. So I was like, okay, I'll get more specific. So my PR for the marathon is 3:43-ish. And so I was like, okay, I probably can beat that, because the 4 marathons that I've done previously, I've trained pretty consistently for all of them. But consistently, the last 10K, the last 6 miles or so, I have just had nothing left. I bonked, hit the wall, whatever you want to call it. That has consistently happened to me, even though it was 10 years ago. And so for me, I was like, man, I really don't want to do that again. And so...
And that was, I think, just brought up in a conversation that we were having,
Totally.
Right?
Yeah, it wasn't even really about the specific goal.
Yeah.
But it was about... Because you would ask me, well, what are you trying to get out of this, basically? I was like, well, I don't want to feel like shit. I don't want to feel like crap, after this. I really would like to finish strong and feel good. And, my secret goal is I got to beat that 3:43, right? And so I wanted to think a little more creatively about my goal. And through talking to you and talking more about those last, 6 miles, the last 10K, talked about doing different things with my nutrition, and calorie intake. But really it was, what if I got specific about that last 10K?
Yep.
And so I came to my time goal, which is maybe less traditional, but I want to run that last 10K specifically at under an 8-minute mile pace. And that's my specific goal. I still have
I love that.
I still have the secret goal that's not secret anymore.
Yeah, you just brought that up.
PR. So yeah,
It sounds doable. 100% you will do it.
Totally. So I was messing around last night with pacing calculators, and I have to run mile 2 at this, mile 4 at this. So I still haven't figured that totally out, to be honest with you. But I have set the intention of running that last 10K at under 8-minute miles, and ideally finishing it under 3:43. It's 3:30 is my real goal.
Wow, it's just getting better.
Yeah, I know.
I love it.
If we keep rolling, then
Well,
it'll keep dropping. But honestly, I mean, it's a significant jump from, the shape I was in 10 years ago
Yeah.
or whatever. But I'm going to go for it. Yeah. I'm gonna
Yeah,
go for it.
why not?
So number one
That
goal.
I love.
Number one goal is the 10K under 8-minute miles. That's absolutely the number one goal. But number 1B or 2 is, let's see if I can get to 3:30.
Yeah, and that's putting the whole thing together.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I got it's coming up. So I got to figure that out pretty soon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got time.
I do.
You're thinking about it. You're planning it,
Right.
and
Getting more specific.
You're getting more specific. Yeah, I immediately saw that as a pressure point when you said, I don't remember the exact words you used, but around that last 10K, you feel like shit.
Yeah.
That might have been the word.
Yeah. It was.
yeah.
Because that's the feeling.
That's the feeling.
Yeah.
And so that right there triggered something in me to say, well, then let's figure out how to fix that.
Right?
Right? So, I love that you picked that out because you were focused on, for a little while, a more traditional idea of a goal.
Right.
Like, oh, what is my time?
Sure. The ending time, which, I still think in terms of that.
Yeah.
Thus the 3:30 or 3:43.
Yeah.
But that's not my main goal at this point. My main goal is the
Yeah.
under.
Well, it still is in there, right?
Yeah.
But we have an area where we can put some pressure.
Mhm.
And I think other people may have some relation to this. Do you think so, Joe?
Oh, for sure. I think everyone could benefit from getting more specific
Yeah.
on a goal,
Mm-hmm.
right? Let's say
Yes.
when you talk about weight loss at the new year, more specific, you get to specific pounds, or you get, for me, it's more specific why. You got to figure out that piece first, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and for me, not feeling like shit at the end, for many reasons, right? I want to feel really good about what I've just done these past many hours, and not feel like, well, at least I did this.
Yeah.
At least I'm still
Just
finishing.
getting past the finish
I
line.
hate that feeling. Yeah.
Yeah. So potentially someone else can relate to,
I would think so.
I don't know where my goal is. I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Maybe think about what you want to improve, not time, feeling wise, a particular portion of, if we're talking about a race. Because I think this idea, as we usually say, can be applied to many aspects of life.
100%.
So if we try to take ourselves out of that box and out of that traditional way of thinking of, oh, what's successful? Oh, it's a time for the marathon. It's a certain amount of money in a transaction. Well, if we can dig into a little piece of this task of ours, this marathon, this financial transaction, if you will, whatever other aspect it is of your life that you're trying to improve, well, if we can dig into these areas that we can find real precise focus on, this last 10K, we can start to build into a traditional goal that someone might say, I'm going to hit this time.
Sure.
But it's because I have focused on this area that needs some help.
Yeah.
And so when we can find those points to put pressure on, we can build. It sounds like a really good strategy.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm excited about it. It's different. It's a different focus. And certainly during some of these long training runs, I now have that goal in mind. I've had that goal in mind. So, I make sure that I'm not just kind of coasting in, so to speak, so for the last little bit. It's like, okay, this last 10K, I got to make sure.
Yep. And we do that. We push it.
And we do. Yeah.
And we're working together to do that. Love it.
Yeah.
Accountability partner. It's important.
Absolutely. Yes.
Can really help you guys out. So maybe that's us for them. Maybe we're your accountability partner every Tuesday morning. We'd love to be that for you. If there's any way that we can help them, I think we'll accept comments and any conversation back and forth. We'd really love to see how we can improve.
And you know what? Just similar to kind of what played out here this morning is of me just continuing to talk and, flap my gums. That 3:30, I wasn't prepared to say that out loud, but guess what? Now I did.
Yeah, that's trouble. So we got to watch that.
If you just put it out there, you share it with someone, whether it's us, absolutely, it's safe to share with us.
We'd love to
say it.
Yeah, I think we'd love to be a part of it.
But that by itself is some indirect accountability. You're already stating it, putting it out into the universe, so to speak.
And we can use Joe as an example.
Please. Yeah, please do. Oh man.
I love it.
No, it's great. It's really good. I just got to chill because it is getting later in the year here. This is a rough transition. A rough transition to the fact that it's getting colder, the fact that Randy and I want to do something beyond ourselves as part of this exercise and experiment in chatting with you all. And so as such, as thinking about partnering with different charities, one thing we've decided to focus on is collecting gently used or worn items of clothing, shoes, running shoes that maybe have already hit their mileage, that you might donate, that we would donate to the people experiencing homelessness here in Newcastle County. And so more details to follow, specifics, but we're going to start gathering and collecting and turning it into these different donation sites.
Yeah. It's going to be a big thing, I think, for us. For me in particular, I really would love to give back as much as we can. If we can use any platform that we put out there, any audience that we're connected with, to give back, it will benefit all greatly.
Yeah.
So I love the cause. We will put more details in, and it's going to be, I think, a holiday thing. So we'll try to do this as a rounded a program through the holiday and really see if we can put some intention behind it and some goals. So hopefully we can get everyone to participate so that we can help reach some of our goals to support these great local charities. And I'm excited to see what we do with that, Joe.
Yeah, me too. So we'll benefit from the collective energy we have going on here and make some good things happen. So we appreciate you guys tuning in again.
Thank you.
And we'll see you next Tuesday.
We'll see you next Tuesday. Bye.